Oh. Good afternoon, and welcome to this channel. Welcome to this channel. Gray cloudy day, because I am Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, coming back at you, and just enjoying the fact that this week has been progress, and I'm just feeling overall a lot better than I was just a few months ago. I'm happy that I've been making videos a little more this week. We've gotten up to where I'm doing at least a couple of videos a day. At least one good video from me reading from Jesus Calling, or 50 Things That Really Matter, or both, both of them. And then maybe, like yesterday, I just did Jesus Calling, and I don't know if I did anything else, maybe a little short or something. But if you could, hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, think about subscribing. I hope all of you are doing well today, and this is going to be a Jesus Calling video, and I'm going to try to knock this one out pretty quick. September 27th. Relax in my everlasting arms. Your weakness is an opportunity to grow strong in awareness of my almighty presence. When I read that line, I was like, yeah, it is, for I am weak. I am nothing without my Creator. I alone can't do anything, I've proven that myself time and time again. When your energy fails you, do not look inward and lament the lack you find there. That line spoke to me big time too, because as you know, over the past month, almost every video I mentioned how unmotivated I had been and lack of energy and just overall not feeling that great. But it's just been a struggle, but a growing experience. Every time I go through that, I know it will end, just like it has ended, and then I'm slowly coming up out of the murk. So let's get back to this. When your energy fails you, do not look inward and lament the lack you find there. Look to me and my sufficiency. Rejoice in my radiant riches that are abundantly available to help you. Go gently through this day, leaning on me and enjoying my presence. Thank me for your neediness. He didn't say needlessness. He said neediness. Thank me for your neediness, which is building trust bonds between us. If you look back on your journey thus far, you can see that days of extreme weakness have been some of your most precious times. And when I read that line, I thought about the past few months. If you'll remember a couple months ago when I was really stressed about if I was going to get to keep staying here, or was I going to have to jump out into the wooded area. Don't get me wrong, I definitely wanted to. I definitely think I could do it, but I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a tent, didn't have none of the equipment. I have 2 dogs I got to think about. I got to think of where would I locate. All of that. But things are working out, and I'm still at the trailer, so I'm happy. But what I'm saying is that really I relate to, at my weakest moments sometimes, those have been, it's usually in hindsight, but usually my weakest moments have been some of the strongest building points in my life. Memories of these days are richly interwoven with golden strands of my intimate presence. And yes, it's usually when I'm feeling my worst for days on end, or even for periods of weeks, that I think it's necessary sometimes to hit them lows in order to rise back up and even go higher than you already have been. I do believe there are people, and I have met people that have consistently, usually most of the people I've met that have had this are older, but they've lived enough to where at some point they're not worried about the stuff they used to worry about. They're not that concerned about all the things that everybody else is concerned about. They're just focused on living their life and then enjoying the moment and being with the people that are around them and stuff like that. those are the people I've learned from, and that's what I always aspire to be. Um, but sometimes I get the best of me. I'm an overthinker. I like, you know what I mean? Like I'm an overthinker. I'm also a procrastinator. You know, I could have been back on this path of making more content, reading more every day to myself, doing more around the trailer. The last for weeks now, I could have already been doing that. I just was having so hard a time getting out of this. I don't know where I've been. At least I wasn't. I haven't been feeling as bad as I was. Like I said, back several. But if we go back about 2 months ago, during that month, I was really struggling. That's when I was thinking, am I going to be able to stay here or am I having to move out? And I was dealing with it in a negative way. That's the time when I was getting out and just walking to town uh, almost every day, it seemed like, and just getting away from the trailer. Because if I'd sit here and just sat here and did nothing, I was not feeling good. At least if I got out and I moved and I walked and I was out in the sunshine and I met people, and sometimes I was holding my sign and I got blessed and with food or money, monetary. You know what I mean? It was like it was healthy to get out. So I knew though, leading up to this week, that I have been through some physical stuff. Like if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I had my back lanced. It's still healing. I still have leakage and stuff, but matter of fact, I haven't went back to the doctor. I was supposed to last week. I canceled that, and and I just haven't called this week to reschedule it. Nothing's seeming infected. It's seeming to heal on it, but I do still need to get back in touch with them because I do have a hernia that once this back is healed again, hopefully I can get in there and get my hernia worked on. It's been over a year that I've had this hernia, and I haven't been able to have it worked on because every time I go need to bring it up, it's during a time where he's dealing with my back or that wound from my toe that I cut, back in the summer. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to read to you the. I'm not going to read them because I didn't. Once again, I didn't. What I'm going to do is give you the references from Scripture for yourself. Deuteronomy 33, verse 27, Romans 8, verse 26, Psalm 27, 13 through 14. And if, I don't know, man. I'm just happy to be feeling a little bit better. This reading really just speaks to me because, they all do. But it is during my darkest and weaker times that at some point, all the weak and low points of my life have ended up leading me to today, who I am. And I've always come up out of the murk to seemingly be a better person somehow or another and grow from it. I gotta say, at least I still haven't gotten quite. I did, a few months ago, suspect I may need to seek mental health help again because I hadn't had it in years. But I'm slowly starting to see now, maybe, we'll see about that. I did seek it, tried to get, set up an appointment, but my insurance didn't cover the place where they tried to refer me to, and I just hadn't never went back to the to call the doctor or looked up anywhere to try to get anywhere else. It really don't matter. I think I'm gonna be able to. I think I'm healing. Big Kahuna is here with me. I can feel the presence of the spirit right now this morning. And I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, until next time, I hope all of you have a wonderful, glorious day. If I don't do anything else for the day, know that you're loved here and you're welcome here. And thank you very much. Over and out. Ditto. Oh, wait. I'm Sage of the Eternal Moment. Ditto, 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 ditto.